Hello and welcome to Joyful, the podcast that will help you live a more joyful life. I'm your host, Chloe Markham, and it's my mission to help you find more joy every single day. This podcast is a deep dive into ways to reduce your stress, your overwhelm, anxiety, and that voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, whilst also diving into the methods, philosophies, and protocols that help us live more connected, grounded, and ultimately happier lives. This is about living life on purpose. Without any further ado, let's dive into today's episode. Well, hello, my friend. How are you? Take a big breath in. Hold it at the top. Relax your jaw, please, and your forehead. And then sigh it out. Maybe take another one of those. Feel your feet on the ground or wherever they are. They might be lifted. That's nice. I don't know. Just feel your feet and connect to your body. How are you feeling? How are you doing? It's nice to catch up with you. Again, I just feel like we are sitting across from each other having a cup of tea, and it makes me feel calm. Even just starting this episode with you makes me feel calm. I hope it does with you too. I want to share because I feel like a lady of leisure right now. I've just been taking the foot off the gas enormously. If you have been following me for a while, you might know that I'm an overachiever, perfectionist, all of these things. People pleasing don't help either. And it, look, I'm mincing around, but I've been an absolute slave to hustle culture, I think. Just getting stuff done. Even it's so funny, even recording podcasts about letting go of perfectionism, letting go of this idea of productivity being your worth, and writing emails about it all the time. Make sure you subscribe to my Joy Collective, my friend, if you aren't already. Someone recently described them as the best wellness and yoga emails they've ever received. Just saying. But I talk about it all the time, and then actually practicing this stuff for myself is fucking hard. I can't tell you how hard it is. And maybe you're sat there being like, yep, I know it's hard, Chloe. It's hard. But lately, I don't know. So if you've been listening, if you're in line with my story right now, if you know what's going on with me, I'm back from house sitting in Bath. I'm back in Yorkshire. And that's nice. But I don't know, I think maybe Bath drained me. Looking after little Eva was fine, but I don't know, maybe there's just a shift in the lunar somethings, or Mercury, or retrograde, or something. But I'm tired of everything, very tired, and I'm taking my foot off the gas. And do you know what? The thing that comes up here, and it will do for you too, is a massive feeling of guilt. Who am I to not be working right now, to not be hustling toward my goals, my financial goals, my future goals, my helping the world goals, my life mission? Please listen to the other episode somewhere below about this. But I feel guilt. And you probably do too. What is it? What else do we feel like? I'm not good enough. And my boyfriend, he's an actor. He has his own theatre, and he works all the goddamn time, all the time. He works so hard, so relentlessly. He sometimes forgets to eat, and this is all the time. He loves what he does, and it's wonderful. But I get off of the phone with him, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like such a loser. I'm so lazy. I'm all of these things, and this is our internal judge, right? That we have been taught to believe. And I mean, social media and the kind of cultures that we live in, the society that we live in, doesn't support slowing down or being unproductive either. And this is one of the reasons that you won't see an awful lot of me on social media. Instagram right now is my arch nemesis. I don't know, I see it as a pit of absolute despair. And can I just take a moment to talk on that? Drink your tea. I might be here for a while. I'm kidding, I'm going to try not to be. Jesus, I really get down a rabbit hole with this. But you go on social media, and I want to tell you and remind you, it's going to make you feel like you're not good enough, you're not tanned enough, or skinny enough, or productive enough, or pretty enough. Your hair's not nice enough, you're not doing enough, your house isn't enough, you're not earning enough money, your job sucks, and you don't have a cute dog. And maybe you do have a cute dog, but maybe you need another cute dog, or maybe you shouldn't have a dog. Whatever your situation is, social media is telling you it's not enough and you're not enough. And I know that you can combat this. You come back to me and say, hey, Chloe, but yeah, I find really good recipes on there, and there's really cute puppy videos, and I've learned to forage by this woman I follow on social. Brilliant. That's brilliant. And I'm not denying that some stuff on social media is good. But what I mean is, if you want to learn how to forage, please pay a teacher or buy a book, or even go on fucking YouTube, because at least you're less likely, if you're like me, I don't know, people do scroll YouTube, but you're less likely to get caught in a pit of despair. And even if you're like, I don't feel like I'm in a pit of despair, I like Instagram. It honestly, trust me, it's working its magic and you don't even know. So I post because, I own a business. And I post very basic stuff. And whatever. Please follow me in the Joy Collective. This is where I talk about real shit in my emails. And we have real conversations. People reply to me and I reply to them. We have conversations, connections, and no one feels like they're not good enough, because I'm literally saying to you every fucking time I email you, you're really good enough. You are amazing, right? So if you want that kind of inspiration in your life, my words are coming out well today. Please join my Joy Collective. There's a link somewhere under this podcast in the notes and stuff. Go on my website, it's in the footer. Even on social media, just click the thing and there's a thing, linky thing. It's all there, baby. So that's why you won't see me. Was that rant okay? It wasn't too long, huh? Anyway. But basically what I'm saying is society is set up. Oh my God. Are you still here? I'm so glad you're listening. It's set up for us to just feel like we're not doing enough with our lives. We aren't good enough, and I have huge body dysmorphia stuff going on, and I'm going to Cyprus soon, and I'm expecting everybody who's there to be basically the cast of Made in Chelsea or whatever, and I'm like, I don't look like that, so I'm not, absolutely internalized. I'm not enough, and I'm so bored of it. I'm so bored of this message I'm telling myself. So, and by not working right now, not working super hard right now, I'm recording a podcast. That's actually work, by the way, although we are sat across from each other having a little coffee. Should we order some avo toast for the table, babe? I don't know. But what am I talking about? Our society is set up for us not to feel like what we're doing right now is okay, and I'm bored of it. So as far as my body dysmorphia thing goes, I'm seeing women on the street and just thinking to myself, saying out loud, you look fucking brilliant, because it's helping me to do that for myself too. If I can see a woman in I don't know, something I would perhaps be like, oh, I wouldn't wear that. Why is she tied that with that? What's the outfit about? No, I know I have that judge inside me. I'm actually just flipping that on its head. This is a really big admission, by the way. I'm not proud of it. But I think everyone does it, do we? I don't know. Let me know. But I'm flipping it actively. This isn't okay to even think these things about other people. Your outfit looks fucking great. I hope you're okay. You're amazing and you're loved and enough. You know what I mean? Let's sit on a train and just send some good vibrations out to our fellow passengers. Anyway, that's not what this episode's about. I'm completely not woo-woo or off my rocker. I promise. I I actually just want to talk about slowing down. And I know there's so many episodes in this podcast about slowing down. For a fucking reason, babe. I'm swearing a lot today. Thank you for bearing with me. Day 1 of my period. It's life, okay? There are a lot of episodes for a good reason, because you need to slow down more. You need the message way more often to slow down. And I've got 3 ways I want to share with you that I'm slowing down. There's 4 ways actually. Number 1 is The Sims. Oh my god. It's so embarrassing. But I love The Sims right now. I just managed to illegally download. Can I say that on a public thing? Oh, please don't come after me. But I illegally downloaded every single pack and I'm having a nice time building houses. Yes, it's very soothing and ridiculous. And I listen to a podcast and decorate. Sorry. Are you laughing at me? That's okay. I know it's ridiculous. But I'm finding it very soothing. Reading books also, come on, let's raise the tone slightly. Reading books and watching classic movies, yeah, that's also me, but come on. No, but there are 3 serious ways I want you just to think about it this week and the next 2 weeks. Embracing slowing down. I have the privilege right now of being able to take the foot off the gas with my business. I don't work a 9 to 5 with a boss breathing down my neck. I know I have enormous amounts of privilege with that and I'm super grateful for it. And I recognise that you might not have that kind of time and space, if you have children especially, to be able to take a few hours a day just to not do so much. That's not reality. But there are 3 ways I want you to start thinking about your own slowing down and unproductivity. It's such a goal, babe, to be unproductive, because as my coach Caroline says, I'm going to convince her to get this on a t-shirt. We need to get a line of t-shirts out. It says this: deep rest equals deep work. Whether you're an entrepreneur and that kind of comes across very as it sounds, right? Like, or whether you are a stay-at-home mom, which is also a job, by the way, I know. The point being, if we're able to rest very deeply and fully and completely, we're able to show up deeply, fully and completely. And we need those 2 balanced. We need them to be balanced right now in our society. And you, as you listen to this, you're probably not balanced. I'm sure as hell not. Which is why I'm taking this weird kind of energetical time out. That's a word. Okay, 3 ways. Number 1 is going out for a walk. I know, fucking radical. Bear with me. Go out for a walk in nature. Don't listen to music. Don't go on a phone call. Don't text anybody. Don't go with anybody. Maybe go on your own, or encourage the person you're going with to engage with this thing too. No podcasts. Are you listening to me on a walk right now? Turn it off right now. My point being, do you know what? I'm coming to hate the word mindful because it starts to mean nothing. It's so overused and kind of trite at this point. It means nothing. As far as I'm concerned anyway. But it's like awareness, which is kind of our theme in May in my membership too. Awareness. Like going for a walk and being aware of your surroundings, of the sounds, even if you're in the city, because nature is all around us all of the time, whether you're deep in the middle of London or as I'm here in East Yorkshire by a canal, right? Like, notice the clouds and the rain, the puddles, gardens, trees, birds, how the air feels on your skin. Connecting to nature, noticing that, like, even if you're in a built up area, the bricks are made of quarried stone from the earth, baby. Even the glass, made out of, I was going to say rice. It's not made out of rice. What is glass made of? Some sort of, I forget, stone. Oh, I'm so showing my ignorance. But you know what I mean? Glass is made out of sand, I think. Sand. How amazing is that? That's magic. Plastics even are made of the earth. All of this stuff is earthly material if we lean into seeing it in that way. So go for a walk and be present with it. Feel it, listen to it. How does your body feel? And again, I mean, this is I'm going on a side note here, but feeling your body when you're moving is maybe a whole other topic for another episode, but noticing what feels good when you're going for a walk, what doesn't feel so good, what speed is right for you right now. Not automatic, but what's right for you and your energy levels right now. What's your gait like? Are you swaying left to right? Is there a weird twist? How's your foot positioning? Are you leaning onto the outsides of your feet or the insides? Noticing all of these things, like, by the way, we do in our yoga classes, bring that into a mindful awareness walk, and you start to become more connected to your body. And that's amazing in terms of movement and getting results from your workouts. Promise you. I'll talk about that again later. But it's this kind of idea of a mindful walk is going to improve your connection to the world around you. You're going to be more focused, more aware, more alive. I mean, even just going for a walk is going to improve your sleep at night. Trust me, I do this all the time. It's so profound. So yeah, leave the headphones at home and let me know how you get on with that. I know it sounds such a small thing, and speaking of small things, let's move to our second point here. And this is mad, but this is coming from, all of these things come from my own experience, but this is brushing your teeth. I know you brush your teeth anyway, I know, I'm not stupid, but I mean, how can you be, again with the walking, it's the same thing, how can you be more aware? So I have an electric toothbrush that has, and you might find this ridiculous that I do this because you probably just do this automatically, but I think in the past I would ignore it's 2 minutes, right? So 30 seconds, then it pauses, and then 30 seconds, and it pauses 4 times, so that you brush all quadrants of your mouth. In the past, when I first got an electric toothbrush, I'd be like, la 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 la, anywhere I feel like, just hurry up and get the 2 minutes done. And I noticed myself, I'm a bit more aware of it now. So I use those 30 seconds on bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. And this is so ridiculous, I'm talking about teeth brushing techniques, but bear with me. When I'm in a rush, when I'm not being present, when I'm scatty and trying to get stuff done, teeth brushing is just a tick on my list. I'm just quite busy with it, right? I'm walking around, I'm doing stuff as I brush my teeth. I'm quite quick with the movement. But this is mad, bear with me. I found that if I put the toilet seat down, sit on the toilet seat, and just take a moment to brush my teeth. And you can do this on any kind of like normal habit that you do every day, but just take a moment to like be in the habit. Maybe it's unloading the dishwasher, or I don't know, washing up your dishes, or tidying away laundry. But with my brushing my teeth, I just find that I'm really slow and I let my toothbrush do the work for me. And that's how you should use toothbrushes anyway, these electric ones. I mean, newsflash, I don't know, this sounds so ridiculous, but I hope it's coming across, right? Like, just really slowly. And I find that when I brush my teeth like that, they feel cleaner, I feel way calmer, and I'm facilitating in myself this art of slowing down in other things too. It leaks out into other activities, and I feel way less stressed. I know it sounds so silly, but it's a gateway. Mindful teeth brushing can absolutely reduce your stress. It's please don't overlook it. Go and brush your teeth right now if you have access to a toothbrush, or just do it later today, whatever. Just please think of me when you're brushing your teeth. And then let's move on to the big one. And like, I know, please go and root through the past episodes if you haven't listened to every episode of this podcast where I talk about this in detail. This is profound. This isn't, I don't want to laugh at this like I laugh with teeth brushing. Yoga Nidra, baby, is so underrated. If you do nothing else from, I should have started with this, shouldn't I? From this episode, please start a regular Yoga Nidra practice. So effectively what it is, it's a form of guided meditation whilst you're lying down. So I get into my bed, especially if it's a chilly day. I use a weighted blanket. By the way, I don't sleep with weighted blankets. I don't know if you've tried that, but I don't like that. And it hurts my back because I'm a side sleeper. So this is the way that I use a weighted blanket. And it's like having a hug. You don't need a weighted blanket though. All you need, maybe headphones, maybe an eye pillow, but whatever, just get as comfortable as humanly possible in your little nest and start to practice this. Can you do it every day? Can you do it 3 times a week? Like, zero pressure. I've talked about habits on this pod before. Listen to them. There really is no pressure. But basically, this is a complete nervous system reset. It's also called NSDR, non-sleep deep rest, by folks who find the yoga jargon too wanky. But it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. You will be guided by a really soporific voice. It's really soothing and calming, like that, right? To help you close all the tabs in your mental browser, close all the programs in your nervous system machine, shut down, and then restart. It honestly is as simple as that. And it's a really amazing tool. It'll help you sleep better. It'll help you reduce your stress and your anxiety. Obviously, it will help you relax. It'll improve your, there's so much to it. Read my blogs. I've written quite extensively about this, but it'll improve your cognition, your ability to learn and retain information, your ability to problem solve, your creativity, the way you can, again, like Yoga Nidra, a regular Yoga Nidra practice just reframes the way that you can relate to reality, because this is a nervous system practice, right? So wherever you're sat in the nervous system, fight, flight, freeze, or in this soft, easygoing place, this will cloud the way that you see and engage with reality. So like I was talking about social media earlier, being a complete constant, you're not enough, you're not enough, you're not enough. It's triggering us in a very basic nervous system way. Getting pings on your phone all the time. Like my mum, it drives me crazy. She has every notification known to man turned on her phone. I'm the complete opposite. If you email me, I'll get a notification on my work phone if it's on, you know. I have very set schedules for checking my emails and checking social media and all of that, because I know that otherwise my nervous system is triggered and I can't sleep and I get stressed and I'm anxious and I'm very prone to anxiety. I have to have these tools in place or else I spiral. So yeah, Yoga Nidra is the way of us shifting into this kind of sage, calm, easygoing, relaxed nervous system place. And from that, everything gets better. Your teeth brushing will be better. You'll be able to go for these mindful walks. You'll feel more of the ability to slow down. It honestly is like the practice of slowing down, because I guarantee you when you start it, you'll probably struggle. And if you don't struggle, that's brilliant, but so many people do. I mean, I've been teaching yoga now for nearly 10 years. Over 10 years. And it's so funny that there are certain types of people when it comes to Shavasana, which, if you're unaware, is basically Yoga Nidra in a shorter, condensed time at the end of a yoga class. So this will be maybe 5 minutes, maybe longer, of just lying down and sort of integrating the movement practice that we've just done and shifting nervous system states, right, to be easy and relaxed after maybe some hardcore vinyasa sweaty yoga. And there's so many people that get squirmy. I remember particularly being in a class. I was a student in a class. It was in a sports hall. First of all, no. It was just this big cavernous space, and it echoed, and it just wasn't fun, and no one's mats were close together. It was very, almost clinical. And I think the teacher wasn't even a yoga teacher. She was a PT, but the yoga teacher was sick, so she kind of stepped in. And it was okay. She did her best, and hats off to her. It's hard work, man. But it came to Shavasana, and the lights, big neon kind of, you know what I mean, neon, the big strip lights were still on, and everybody left. I'd say 75-80% of people left. And it was just this crazy mass exodus. And that to me is just this proof that we don't value slowing down. And we fucking should. And I should value this time right now where I'm taking my foot off the gas and slowing down. And I shouldn't feel guilty. I shouldn't feel lazy. I should really value this and show this to my boyfriend, if no one else, that this is really important that we do this. So that's why I wanted to talk about it again, because there's constantly mass exodus when people are asked to slow down at the end of a, by the way, nervous system firing practice. Like a vinyasa class. You're sweaty, you're challenging yourself. Arguably we should be doing Shavasana at the end of every workout. So that's what yoga is. It's an extended Shavasana. We're lying down for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour. I do it for like 20, normally about 20. And it's so, it's beautiful. It's really wonderful. Today, I just did one actually before this recording, and I napped. I slept for most of it. And you might sleep. I don't sleep super often, but you might sleep for a lot of it, especially if you're sleep deprived. And that's okay. You might be awake. And that's okay. It has the benefits regardless, right? So there would be my top 3. Go into this week, into this next few days, and I encourage you to just make some time for a walk, 10-minute walk, whatever, being really mindful of where you are and what you're doing. And the same with brushing your teeth or some other really simple daily habit. Brush your teeth and do it super consciously and just sit. Don't do other things, don't multitask, don't be productive, just sit and do the thing. And practice yoga nidra. Practice yoga nidra, practice yoga nidra. Don't ignore me. Practice yoga nidra and practice yoga nidra. It's magical. This stuff is magical. And don't feel guilty if you take a day off work, if you take a sick day because you're tired and nearing on burnout. You don't have to have the flu, just saying, to take time off work. Share with me what you think. Share with me your stuff. Email me, Chloe at theyogarevolution.co.uk. I would love to hear your side of this conversation. Like, how are you feeling? What's come up for you as I've chatted in your ear and swore a lot and laughed at myself? And make sure to subscribe to the podcast. Please rate the podcast. I would be so chuffed if you could do that. 5 out of 5, right? If it's not, let me know. Or just unfollow me. That's okay too. It's alright not to agree or to like the things that other people put out there. Just a thought. And thank you so much for listening. And I will see you next time. So much love. Thank you so much for listening, my friend. I hope you're feeling sparkly and inspired to live a more joyful life. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a rating. These things are invaluable to me, and share it with people who need it. This is about inspiring more people to be more connected and lead happier and more joyful lives. Join my inner circle for more inspiration. Learn more at the website theyogarevolution.co.uk and chloemarkham.co.uk. I'll see you in the next episode.